Learn something in.
Hello everyone! Today we will interview some university students about a certain topics about Philippine history. Let's begin! And now let's interview the first student. Let's go! Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Would you mind if I ask you some questions about the Philippine history?
Yes, what is it?
Do you know the four classes, social classes in the Philippines during the pre-colonial period?
I think it's the Maharlika, Maginoo, Timawa, and the Alipin.
Wow, that's great. So, do you think that up to this day, slaves is still present in the Philippines?
Yes.
What is the primary reason why the Philippines has slaves?
I think the Philippines already had slaves before the Spanish colonization occurred and has a systematic way of handling it. And during the early Spanish colonization, the Spaniards exploit this system of slavery in the Philippines.
Okay, thank you. After we interview the first one, let's proceed. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm currently studying Philippine history.
Would you mind if I ask you a certain question?
Oh, it's dependent on the question.
Actually, I'm asking you about the Philippine history.
Philippine history. Great.
Um,
Your question then.
Have you heard or watched about the speech of Cory Aquino?
Speech of Cory Aquino.
Yes.
Oh, we actually talk about it during our class.
So where did Cory Aquino say her speech?
Oh, Cory Aquino delivered her speech during the joint session of the U.S. Congress in September 18, 1986 at Washington, D.C.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Bye.
Excuse me, sir. Are you busy? Can I disturb you?
Yeah, sure. I am not that busy today because I am still waiting for my next class. Yes.
What class or what subject?
The next subject is the Philippine history.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you a questions about the Philippine history, and it's really connected to your subject. Do you know about the five ships of Magellan?
Based on what I have heard yesterday about the Magellan ships, the name of the ship is Trinidad, San Antonio, Concepcion, Victoria, and the Santiago.
You really memorized all the five ships. You're really good.
Thank you.
So what happened to those four ships and why they failed to return in Spain?
Actually, the Santiago was broken by a strong storm in 1520, and the San Antonio crew forced the mutiny at the Cape Horn and went back across the Atlantic Ocean in 1520. But that and also that the ship was found in the Philippines. Yeah, and but the Concepcion was burned in the Philippines. And after I was burned in the Philippines at death, and they left it in the Philippines since the Magellan was dead. And the Trinidad and Victoria was arrived in the Spice Island, and also that Trinidad started to take on water in its hold and it needed to repair, but eventually the ship was captured by the Portuguese and driven in the storm, and in an attempt to return to Europe via the Pacific route. Yeah.
Pacific Ocean.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
You really did a good answer to my question.
Yeah, I hope you understand.
Yeah. Thank you for your response, and I hope that
course. I am so
Yeah, because you
excited.
know
Yeah.
all the history.
Yes, it is important for us to know about our Philippine history because that
that's
was our
right.
country. Thank you very much for that wonderful question, and I hope that I recall the topic yesterday.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
great day.
Philippines already had slaves before the Spanish colonization occurred and had a systematic way of handling it. In addition, slaves existed in the Philippines called alipin and were divided into two types, the aliping namamahay and aliping tagagilid. The aliping namamahay means the one who lives in the house, and these slaves had rights to own a house. The aliping tagagilid did not, however, own the rights to have a house and should live next or within their owner's house. The main reason for the barangays having slaves is that they needed the manpower to harvest and exploit the rich natural resources found in the Philippines. Barangays sought war against each other to take the losers as captives or slaves, and then the resources of the barangay that lost the war during the early Spanish colonization. The Spaniards exploited this system of slavery in the Philippines, although slave trade was prohibited by King Philip II. Some Spanish authorities still even ahead and got themselves slaves. Slaves of these periods were extorted after money for the Spaniards to fund the construction of Catholic churches in the Philippines. The controversy had just receded when former Corazon Aquino addressed a joint session of the U.S. Congress in September 18, 1986 at Washington, D.C. She was making her first trip to the U.S. since Ferdinand Marcos was ousted in February of the same year, and that the Philippines was still coping with what his administration had brought. This included a $26 billion overall foreign debt, as well as the communist uprising that expanded from 500 armed guerrillas to 16,000 during the Marcos administration. We had only begun a protracted path to recovery. Aquino then requested aid. She delivered a historic speech to the House, which helped us win support for a vote to appropriate $200 million for humanitarian aid. Also, on her speech, she logged an appeal for help and also gave us insights on how Filipinos struggles to attain freedom. That's it, guys. Upon interviewing some of the students, I felt relief in our history is not fully forgotten. In conclusion, studying history enables us to understand the past and also the contemporary issues. Thank you for watching. Bye!